All right, Tim, what do we got here doing today?
Well, you know, just doing more things. Always doing something. But anyways, this is a 2020 XPT Turbo. My aunt ended up wanting a machine for a really good deal. Had some damage. It was rolled. Basically, the stickers got scratched up. Some of the rear plastics got messed up. And I think a trailering arm got bent. Everything else looks good. Ended up swapping that stuff out. But we got a programmer, got a blow-off valve from Hypertech. My aunt said, you guys can do whatever you want to this machine.
Yep.
So needless to say, when she's not using this, you know, she'll be out at the dunes. She got a seasonal campsite up there with us, so she'll be up there all the time with us, riding. But if she's out there and we want to jump her machine or maybe try to wheelie it or race it a little bit, it's right there at our disposal. It'll be up there with us all the time. And if we want to go trail riding and she doesn't go, we'll have a machine to take and go ride. So it's just more content. It opens up a whole nother avenue of, you know, different things we could do. This is basically a completely stock machine minus the cage. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of parts to do to throw on this thing. It's going to be multiple videos, but first things first, we're gonna load this thing up. We're gonna put the fuel in it, load it up, take it over to Mike's track, and take the draggy, try to get some 0 to 60s stock, completely stock, 230 miles. We're gonna throw the Hypertech Programmer on there now.
And the blow-off valve.
And the blow-off valve. We're not going to throw the blow-off valve on there until we come back. But supposedly this programmer packs a punch. So I think it was 43 horsepower right out of the box with doing very minimal to the machine. So it's going to be very interesting. We'll have more details on that here in a little while, but we're going to go ahead and throw some fuel in this.
And we figured what better way to check it than to actually run a draggy on it.
Yeah, we got to have a draggy. So
yeah, verify it.
We want to see the difference. It'd be crazy if it keeps up the 4-seater.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we got big plans for this machine. You're going to see this machine quite often, and no better way to tell you than right now. So, here we are. We're going to do this, take it out, rip it, and we'll tell you what we think.
Alright, so this is all stock. Like we said earlier, 2020 XP Turbo. You gotta do 4-wheel drive and then just try to mat it. Don't try to brake boost or anything like that. So. So he didn't reveal the time to me yet, but we did confirm that it did hit 60. It sounded like it hit the limiter there out of the hole. So as we dig in further and further, obviously it's going to get a little better bite. Be less likely to hit the limiter. Obviously, if this thing's hitting the limiter already and it's stock, it's really going to hit the limiter once we do the tune to it. Alright, so we'll see how these times go here.
I say we do one more to make it fair.
Okay. Did it seem like it hit the limiter on that run?
It did a little bit.
Okay.
It's all validating though.
Okay.
Let me go make one more hit.
Okay.
It's a stock tune, so.
Alrighty. Alright, so this will be the 4th hit on a stock machine. generating your times yet?
Oh, it generated already. Okay, I'm not letting you look at this, but what button do I have to hit?
Probably just back.
All right, so I made 4 passes.
Okay.
What's your guess? Stock tune, stock machine, stock tires, stock clutching?
Let's say, I'll say 560.
You want the first times or the most recent?
Whatever.
You want the fastest one?
Fastest one, yeah.
549.
Wow, okay. Not bad. There, you got a... Up. Is she valid? Yeah, she's valid. Not bad.
Now, that was the second to last time, I think.
Okay, so the third run.
So the slowest was 560s.
Okay.
560. The fastest was 549.
Okay.
And then the other runs were like 554, 551.
So right in the 550 range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw this programmer on. Show the people what that looks like.
Hypertech Max Energy Spectrum.
Yeah. So he's got
Power
like a.
Programmer.
They got like a stage 1, a stage 2, a stage 3, and then they got like a race gas, which
I'm assuming that's with race gas. Now we have some dyno sheets, and we'll be able to show more info once we get back to the garage. We'll go in depth and tell you about this. But there's a lot of features. I mean, 4.3 full color screen with user-friendly navigation for simple install and tuning features. Easy to view color screen, indirect sunlight. Let's see. Most per dollar than any other bolt-on product. Plug it up, power it up, live it up. Well, let's get this thing opened up. Got a key on you? Or I got a debit card, maybe. I got a debit card.
oh, everybody's got your number now.
Woo! You don't want that account.
Just make sure to get on Hypertech and order up some programmers with that card number.
That pretty nice.
Yeah.
Feels kind of heavy duty too.
Yeah, so these guys are their own. So like a lot of these companies, you know, use the same programmer and then they just put their own programming in it. Hypertech's obviously their own company, so they make their own programmer.
So they've been in the automotive industry for, I don't know, since the 70s. And they do Jeeps, trucks, all kinds of stuff. They're really trying to step into the side-by-side market. And,
yep.
You know, that's why we were willing to give it a shot for this. I just dropped something.
Yeah, you dropped just a piece of cardboard or something.
Oh, a sticker. So, figure give them a shot on this one and see what it's about. I mean, because from what I've dug and found, you don't have to adjust the wastegate. Only thing that they really recommend, and we'll go over this back at the garage, is a clutch kit.
Yeah.
But we're going to try it without a clutch kit, just for the fact that if we put a stage 3 on wheels and ran it for a year or two on stock clutching,
yeah,
and it ran good. I mean, obviously
we're already hitting the limiter out of the hole,
yeah,
though, so it's going to hit it harder now. But we're still just getting, you know, we're comparing apples to apples right now, and then we'll be able to get this thing more dialed in the future. You know, try to get a clutch kit on it and really see where we can go with it.
It gives instructions. I don't want none of the stuff to blow away. But you could change your tire size. You could change all kinds of stuff. So, and we'll go over that in a little bit. We're just trying to get you guys some times.
Yeah, and then we'll go over some of the details.
Yeah, we'll
later.
go back over the details.
Would have been easier back in the garage.
It would have been. It's windier than I thought it was. That's for sure.
Yeah, it always seems to be a little windy out here.
And they have I think all these come preloaded with all the tunes.
Yep. Yep.
Really reasonable
Now
price.
it is locked into this VIN number, so once you lock it in, you can't plug it into multiple machines, but you can unplug it from one, plug it into another one. You just need to return that one to stock.
Yeah, from what I gather is you can return this machine back to stock after you tune it, and then you can use this programmer onto another machine.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool.
Yep.
Let's see here.
So we'll go ahead and get this thing rolling and show you guys some of the features. We're going to go over this.
Alright guys, so you can select through here. There's rev limiter, there's top speed, you can change your tire size, portal gearing, throttle response, idle RPM, fan temp, and two foot limit. So we're gonna go to engine tuning. So you got stock, 1, 2, 3, and 3 race gas. So we don't have race gas in this, so this we're not. That gets the full potential out of this tuner. We're just gonna run a stage 3.
Which would be your 93 octane.
93 octane. I believe they're all 93 octane.
Well, I think the race gas, I think he said that there was a mix. All right, so we went ahead and entered our name in there, and everything's loading right now, so we'll show you guys what this looks like afterwards.
All right, guys, so we got it, the file transferred. Everything's good to go, so we haven't fired it up yet. We're gonna do that. Basically, I had to let it write the file, turn the key off, wait 30 seconds, turn the key back on, hit another button, hit OK, and then it says successfully installed. And
that might have taken, I don't know, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
something like that.
Nothing crazy. But
yeah,
we're gonna set this back in the truck, and we're gonna go out here and do some ribs, and then we'll go into full detail on this once we get back to the house.
All right, so this is it. After the install of the tuner, hit 1. Rowdy. Alright, so this is hit number 2 here. So like last time, we're just going to go ahead and run all our passes. I'm going to guess the time, so we're going to see how close I get it. That sure sounds good. Sounds like I really woke her up a little bit. We hit number 3. That was probably the fastest one yet. Alright, so this is hit number 4. If I'm a betting man, I'm gonna guess that Tim's gonna want to do a 5th out here as well. Shutting her down real early. Must be running good. Let's see what these times come back as.
Alright guys, so here we are. So we were at like 550, 555, yep. Something like that, about an average stock.
Yep.
Now we got the Hypertech tuner on here on a stage 3, not the race gas.
Yeah, so it's got more in it with the race gas. It'll also have more in it too with the clutch kit, but we wanted to compare apples to apples here.
Right, and I made about 4 passes, 5 passes, something like that. What do you think my pass was there? What would be an average now? Will doesn't know this yet. I've been doing them with that.
I would say if you could do 535 average, I would say that's a really good pickup.
About 2/10?
Yeah, about 2/10, yeah.
529. So I would say all of my runs were average 530.
Okay.
The best run was 529.
Yeah, let's see that 529. Nice, okay.
Screen's a little dusty, but
yeah, 529, there we go. So the best run we made stack was 549, so I mean that's a solid 2/10. You're talking about probably, I don't know, 3 side-by-sides, you know, in difference.
Yeah.
You know, 2/10 roughly.
I'm not too hip on the timing, but
yeah, so with cars, automobiles where I, you know, kind of came from or whatever, that would be about 2 car lengths is 2/10. Roughly,
so no, I mean that's pretty good, and there's still potential here. You know, we haven't done a clutch kit, and I can tell you right now that the RPMs are low. I was seeing 83, 80, 8350, which to me that's really low. We should probably be more up like 50, 8500.
Yeah, it needs to be tamed down out of the hole though, because it's hitting the limiter out of the hole and it's falling off real quick.
Traction.
It seemed like more RPMs though with the tuner.
Yeah, for sure. And we got big traction problems now, so
yeah,
it's spinning super hard.
Same thing with my machine, you know, with the big turbo or whatever. These little big horns work good. They're nice and lightweight, but they don't really work too good for traction. So
we're gonna load up, head back to the garage, and we'll kind of go into a little bit of detail on this tuner, and then we're done with this.
Yep, sounds good. All right, guys, we're back in the garage here.
So we want to point out a few things. So now that we're back here, specific performance features include throttle response, speedo correction for larger tires and portal gearing, top speed / revel limiter, 2-foot limiter. I don't really know what 2-foot limiter is. Idle speed and idle speed RPM plus many more. Read display, clear diagnostic codes. So here's a dyno graph from this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this into the video.
Yeah, we'll drop it in. But blue is factory tune. Red would be stage 1. Orange would be stage 2. Green would be stage 3, which is what this machine is right now. And then stage 3 race gas. So that's the yellow line. It does have some increase there. But the green line is basically where we're at now. And I would say I notice a big difference. Now, we haven't played around with none of the other features. You know, maybe when we get the paddle tires on here, we'll change it to the paddle tire size, you know, try to change that around. I don't know what that'll benefit us besides like speed correction on the dash, you know.
Yeah, no, accurate. Yeah, that's what it's for.
But
that way, if you're running, you know, you're supposed to be running 28s and all of a sudden you got 32s on the machine, your speedo's not going to be anywhere near correct.
Correct. Well, we also got, you know, we got 2/10 out of it, and we didn't adjust anything. We didn't change anything. We didn't change the clutch. You know, normally recommended clutch, charge tube,
blow-off valve.
Blow-off valve. Now, the blow-off valve is plastic. They're prone to crack from stock. You can have a stock tune, and they're prone to crack. So
yeah,
that's something always good, worth upgrading. That's why we have this here.
Well, there you go, right into that.
I guess we can just jump right over here. We can open this up. They got really reasonable prices and seem like top-notch parts, so we're gonna continue to get stuff from them. Alright, so we got some stickers.
And I think this is, so you could vent to atmosphere, but I think this one is a vent back into the intake.
I'm not 100% sure. So this is an adjustable one. So it looks like all this stuff comes apart. Look at that. Unscrew that. Harder, softer. Everything comes apart on this. Crazy. We're going to do some experiment with this, but some ports, some brass ports, some hoses, some hose clamps. I think that you could even vent to atmosphere on this one.
Okay. Well, we're going to do some research here. The heck you got on your head?
Oh. Grandma got me headlights. Figured I'd
oh my God.
All right. Not really a headlight guy, but we're gonna see. They're bright. All right, so we're gonna change this blow-off valve. Basically, just grab the sucker and pull on it. Now, I already pulled on it once. Make it a little bit easier. But got metal clamp in here.
Yep, just gotta snip that clamp.
Get in there.
Find a different angle. It's kind of tight. Nope, nothing back here either. There we go.
Ugh.
There we go.
Okay, so now this other one. Got this other clamp here.
This is where a good set of snips comes in handy.
Oh yeah. Alright, that's that. Pull your clamp off. And let's see. There's the other metal clamp.
Okay.
Plastic blow-off valve.
Yep. Pretty much one of the first things to go as soon as you start modifying these things.
You on?
Yep.
Alright guys, so this blow-off valve does not install like your average blow-off valve. Normally, the plunger end here, can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, the plunger end would normally go to this intake tube, and then this side here would normally go into the charge tube, but they designed this different so you can have the adjustable side pointing out, which is kind of cool. So basically that, and then your hose would hook up like that to where you can still get to the adjustment. Alright guys, so right now everything's hooked up except for the intake tube on the bottom. We got that off so we can demonstrate it popping off. But stage 3,
Yep.
Not race gas, but stage 3, you crank this thing all the way firm. And then like stage 2, you turn it off quarter turn, and so on and such.
Let me see if I can show them that.
Yeah, so here's the adjustment.
So you can see right there it says hard go clockwise.
Sorry.
Yeah, hard go clockwise, softer for counterclockwise.
Correct.
And
So I got this tube off, and we're going to try to demonstrate it popping off a little bit.
okay.
I need to let this thing warm up for a second, though. All right, guys, so we got the intake tube off the bottom. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate this thing popping off. Like we said, it is adjustable, so depending on what you got done to your machine, set it up higher. Or
Yeah, obviously the more boost you're making too, the easier it is to pop.
And also, it's easier to pop under load.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
So driving down the road, it's going to pop easier than sitting here in a drive.
Yeah, just revving it up. Yeah, you can hear it. Yep.
No, it's not meant to be vented to atmosphere. It's supposed to
Correct.
be vented back to the motor.
Yeah,
But
we just did this to show you. Yeah. All right, guys. So everything's put back together. You can see the clamp right there is what was holding that lower tube on. So you don't have a clamp on that smaller tube, but that way, as you're twisting it, you can unwind the hose itself. So I see most people don't put a clamp on them afterwards. I know the factory does, but okay. Well, we're gonna go take this thing for a little rip. Figured I'd show you guys that.
Let's just say
Things have escalated.
things are getting a little crazy. But for who? You want to tell them what this is?
It is a